It can get a bit cold on the neck. So, right, we're going to stand, spread our toes, soften the knees, feel both sides of the heels down, tuck the tail, engage the core, take a breath in and stretch. Breath in through the nose. Take it out through the mouth. So today I want you to, as we go through, concentrate on what muscles we're using. So stretch it tall this time. So feel this one through the back and release, right? Drop your shoulders. Lift the toes, relax shoulders and knees, toes up, toes down, heels up, and keep it going. So rather than just do the exercise, think about what am I exercising? So concentrating on those muscles, you just get more out of your workout if you do that. So reaching the toes as high as you can. And now separate just your big toes. Push those big toes down, lift those little toes up. So again, here, being as strong as you can with those toes. Last one. Now pulling the toes towards the heels unless you cramp. Release and do it again. Pulling so hard you can see the bones in the top of your feet. You've got that little bit of air space underneath. Keep it going. Try not to tense anything else. Last one. Now rocking side to side. Working through the ankles here. Now stretch. Get the little toe from underneath. Stretch through the top of the foot. So press the toes down as firmly as you can. And go the other side. Now standing nice and tall out of your hip. It's the ankle. So turn, softening the supporting knee, spreading the supporting toes. Go the other way. And flex and point. Now keeping that core strong for balance, pelvic floor lifted, belly button to spine. Let's go the other side. Spread the toes, soften the knee, nice and tall, shoulders down from ears. Take your circle the other way. And flex and point. All right, feet go together. Do that bend in the knees and circle. So warming up through your calves and ankles, but getting that movement through your knees. So as much as you can. And take your circle the other way. Last one. Right, now let's walk through the feet. Shrug shoulders to ears and drop. Breath in, breath out. Last one. Now the shoulders. So we bring them as far forward as we can, up to the ears, pinch the shoulder blades together. Breath in, breath out. So much better if you go with your breath. It also keeps you going slow. Right, we're going to put the hands to the shoulders, kiss the elbows, raise the ribs. Again, work as big as that shoulder joint allows. Right, full arms, palms, graze ears, push away. Breath in, breath out. Keeping that core gently engaged. Protect that lower back. Last one this way. Now we're going to go the other way, start small. So pinch the shoulder blades up to the ears and forward. Bringing in those elbows. And full arm. Here's your last one with the palms to the front and open to the side. Work with your knees and lower back as to how much of a twist you can get. Breath into the front, breath out as you move. So warming up through your middle, but also stretching through that chest. One more each side. Right, feet further apart and we wrap. Now nice and loose through the arms this time. Pointing the toe to get a stretch through the hip. Again, you're warming up through that middle. Taking your chin as far around as your neck allows. One more each side. Now we're up and over. So we're stretching through our side, pushing the opposite foot down, stretching through the fingers. Breath into the top, breath out to the other side. Chin goes up, top shoulder goes back. With your breath, breath in at the top, breath out as you stretch. One more each side. Right, let's take the fingers up, down to the foot, through the middle and up the other side. Breath in at the top, breath out as you go through. So here we're warming up through our lower back. Now just let gravity take you down. Don't force anything right through the workout. Just feel what your body wants to do, no pain or strain. Core strong, protect your lower back. Right, one more each way. Right, your arms go out. You've got a foot to the front, the other to the mirror, wide. So that when you go down, your toes are in front of your knee. Can you see your big toes? So push your front knee out, roll your back foot back. Shoulders are down, palms are back. Bring your shoulders back over your hips and sink. Take a breath to the top, swivel the feet. Breath out to the other side. So keep it going, engaging the inner thigh of that front leg to push the knee out. Push your back foot back. Shoulders are down, trying not to lean forward. Right, this one, I want you to hold. Right, the hand to the back goes to the leg. You come up and over. Looking to the ceiling, feeling the stretch through the side, but think about that front knee. Don't let it roll in. Push your back leg back. Arm that's up, elbow to thigh. Up and over. Again, chin into armpit. Feel the stretch through the fingers, right down the side. Right, straighten your front leg, hand to the inside. If you can see in the mirror, watch yourself as you go down. Make sure your hip and top shoulder don't come forward. So you may stay up here at the knee, or you may be able to get right down to the mat. Right, bring yourself up, soften your front knee, turn your back foot. You're going to bring that back foot halfway up. Can you do it in one go? Right, we're going to balance. So your toes are forward, you're looking at those toes. You take your hands down, you lift your back foot. Now you might only lift it up and touch it down, but what you're aiming for is straight out the back, looking down, core strong. When you come down, go wide, because you want to turn those toes. We're on the other side, shoulders down, back foot back, front knee out, hand to the leg, up and over. That's it. Other way, Laura, that's it. Up and over, chin into armpit. Remember that front knee, don't let it roll in, back leg back. Top arm, elbow to thigh. Up and over. Keep that top shoulder open, don't come forward. Right, bring it up. You're going to straighten that front knee. Go into your triangle, and then up to you. Don't let that top hip come down. Forward. Don't let the top shoulder come forward. Right, you're round. Turn your toe. Got your balance halfway. Right, get your balance. So you're looking down at the toes. You lift your back foot. So you might only come halfway. Or if you can, you come all the way. You may need to touch your fingers down. Work with your body. Right, when we come down wide. Because the toes are out, 10 and 2. You go up, tuck the tail down, working with your knees. As you look down, make sure you can see those big toes. So the knees traveling out over your toes, tucking the tail. Now this one as low as you can go. Elbows into thighs, palms together, push your knees out. Feel the stretch. Inner thighs and groin. Then elbows to thighs, working our calves and ankles, lifting the heel. And if you can, lift both. Right, lift both and hold. Take your butt down as much as you can. Feel it, inner thighs and groin. Heels high, rise. Keeping the heels up. You're in a star, balance. Right, heels down, work it in. Now you're working your ankles here, so get as much movement as you can until your feet are hip width apart, toes forward. Come to your toes. So here's a balance exercise while working our feet. So drop your shoulders down your back, tuck your tail under, and then lift your heels as high as you can. Can you feel all the toes pressing into the mat? Now with control, you come down as slow as you can. Working your feet. Heels touch, sit back in your chair. Now working thighs, hips. Now just make sure the knees don't roll in. Knees are back from toes. Arms by ears, palms facing in. Uncomfortable for shoulders, you're in jet plane. Palms down, shoulders down your back. Everybody, gaze to your mat. Keep your neck long, all the way through your heels. Wriggle those toes. Sit bones back and wide. Take a breath. Now engage your core and you're slowly up. So you're working through those quads, strengthening the knees, coming to the toes. Tuck your tail, drop your shoulders, come as high as you can. And again, slowly down through the feet. Heels touch, back in your chair. Your version of arms. All the way through the heels, wriggle those toes. Now I want you to go as low as you can. Don't let the knees roll in. Take a breath, engage the core, we're back up. Press through the heels, strong through the quads. Last time to the toes. Reaching as high as you can and bring it down. Well done. Roll the shoulders as far back as you can. Take your hands back, pull them back. Put the palms together if you can and then lift as high, but work with your shoulders and chest. Bring it to the front, scoot the belly, chin to chest. Press away. Feel it in the upper back, but also right down to the wrists as you push those palms away. Let's take it up. Now you go tall, tuck your tail, and then little back bend. It's not far. What you want to do is just get that stretch through the middle, through the abs. Come tall, C curve. Stick your hip out, come over. Now again, chin into armpit. Pull the top arm long. Feel the stretch from the heel to the wrist. Up, we're on the other side. And release. Right, shake it all off. We're going to balance. So if you need to go to the wall, do so. If you need to come off your mat, right, find your focus. So find something on the ground that's not moving. Spread your toes, soften your knee nice and tall out of your hip. Bring your knee up and give your ankle a bit of a twirl. Then I want you to hug the knee in as high as you can as you drop your shoulders down your back. Grab your ankle, knees go together, roll the shoulder back, pull that heel into your butt. As you lengthen through your thighs, so feel it through the front of that hip, nice and tall out of your hip. All right, bring it forward, palms facing, flex your foot, just protect your ankle and knee joints. Out to the side. Now go wide through the fingers, push the heel away, so you're flexing your foot. Now take it over. When you've gone as far as you can, lengthen through the fingers, push the heel away, open the top shoulder. Bring yourself back. Your version of aeroplane. So your gaze goes down the carpet. Touch your back toes down if you need to. Those that can, gaze directly below, back foot, toes down, heel presses into the wall behind you. If you want to strengthen that supporting leg, soften your supporting knee. Bring yourself upright. Knee comes through with the hands, heel kicks to the front, and you're down. Whew. Shake off that supporting foot. Right, we're on the other side. Spread the toes, soften the knee, nice and tall. Don't sink into your hip. Right, give that ankle a twirl. Hug it in, drop your shoulders down. Spread those toes on your supporting foot. Feel both sides of your heels. Right, grabbing that ankle. Knees together, roll the shoulder back. Bringing the knee forward with the hands, flexing the foot, shoulders down, but engage that core. Lift your pelvic floor up nice and strong. Out to the side. Push the heel away. Stretch through your fingers. Top shoulder open, over. Find stillness. Bring it back. Your version of aeroplane. Gaze down the carpet. Back foot, toes down, heel presses back. Those that want to, bend that supporting knee. Whoops. Right, knee up with hands. Heel to the front. Yay, down. Shake it off. All right, we're coming to the end of our mat. Has everyone got a ball and band? Right. Let's do that feet hip width apart. Sides of the feet parallel, toes forward. First roll down, breath in. Breath out, drop your chin, bring your shoulders forward, core strong, weight in the hands, down you go. Now think about unraveling your spine. So you're not just dropping your head, you're letting the spine unfold. When you get to the bottom, cup your elbows. Just makes the shoulders that little bit heavier towards the mat. Rock forward to the balls of the feet. Rock back into your heels. Then feel that even balance, lifting your toes high, spread them wide, place them down. Feel all your toes pressing into the mat and both sides of your heels. Keeping your knees soft, so don't lock them. Lift your tail as high as you can towards the ceiling. Bring that belly button to your spine. Lift your pelvic floor up. Keep your eyes open, looking between your legs. Just keeps your neck nice and long. Give your shoulders a bit of a roll. Let your shoulders go heavy. Relax your neck. Give your head a nod. Give it a shake. Let the crown of the head sink. Release those arms. Take a breath. Engage your core and you're slowly up. You want to stack your vertebra as you come, keeping your hands and head heavy. Big roll of the shoulders at the top. The last thing's up is your chin. Breath in. Breath out. Down we go again. So core strong. Lift the pelvic floor up, belly button to spine. Hips stay stacked above your ankles. Don't let your butt go back. Cupping elbows at the bottom. Take a breath. Breathing out, let the crown of the head sink. And like any stretch, every time you breathe out, you see if you can just get a little more. So you push through your feet, lift your tail high, belly button to spine. Feeling the stretch through the back of the legs, through the butt. Release your elbows, take a breath, engage the core, your back up. Now feel all four sides of your feet strong into the mat, but your knees stay soft. Quads are strong, stacking as you come. Big roll, chin, one more, breath in. And down you go. Cup those elbows at the bottom, take a breath. Breathing out, crown of the head sinks, tail lifts. Now working with your lower back, take your elbow around past your leg. Come back to the middle, go the other side. So hips to ankles still, working through the middle, through the lower back, through the hips. And then come back to the middle, release your elbows, your version of cat, standing cat. So behind the knees or under the toes. Take a breath. Breathing out, tuck the chin, tuck the tail. Now suck your belly up as high as you can as you feel that stretch through your back. Release, breath in, breath out. Do it again. Release, palms to mat, walking out to your version of plank. So you might want to go down to your knees for a half plank. Be on your toes for a full plank, on your hands, on your elbows, whatever works. Gaze beyond the mat. Keep your neck long. If you're on your hands, press the fingertips and the fleshy part of your palm into the mat as everybody lifts their shoulders as high as they can towards the ceiling. Belly button to spine, pelvic floor lifted, tail tucked under. If you're on your toes, press all the weight through your heels. Engage your thighs, lift the back of the knees up. Keep the gaze to the top of the mat, strong from the crown of the head through the soles of your feet. You want a little more, put the weight through one heel and lift the other foot. Now the upper body didn't move, just the leg. Put the foot down, weight through both heels. Strong through your shoulders, don't sink into your wrists. Weight through the other heel, lift the other foot. Breathe. Toes down, weight through both heels. Everybody forward to toes, and then take your tail up into down dog. Unless your shoulders don't like this, then you're in child's pose. Down dog, spread your fingers wide. Turn your biceps to your ears so you open your shoulders. Push your ribs towards your thighs and heels towards the mat. Gaze to ankles, keep your neck long. Again, if you can see into the mirror, nice straight line from wrist to tail, pushing through the palms, reaching the tail high. And depending on your hamstrings as to how tight, straight those legs are, bend one knee, press through the back of the other leg. So we're stretching through the back of the leg. So if you engage your thigh, push your heel down. And the other side. Push your ribs towards your thighs, press through your palms, lift your tail high, walk through your feet. So upper body stays still, just working those feet and legs. And then heels down, tail high, press through the palms, keeping your toes where they are unless you've got toe or feet issues. Bring your knees down. Walk your hands back. Get that little toe from underneath and sit back. Now, the more you sit back, the more stretch you get through the toes and the bottom of the feet. Right, now bring it forward, flatten the feet, bring your knees up. Now you're stretching through the front of the feet and the shins. Right, bring it down. So knees and ankles parallel, come into child's pose. So stretch the fingers away, tail back, forearms and elbows up, relax your forehead. Now from here, you're going to come up to your knees. Now you do it with your breath. You say, take a breath in, breath out, straight up to the knees. One movement. Now when you're up, you're a straight line. So look in the mirror if you can, tail slightly tucked under, shoulders down your back. Right, with the breath. Breath in, you go down. Breath out, you come up in one movement. Core strong, thighs strong, shoulders down. Breath in. Breath out, up. One more. With this one, hold it on the knees. Now you're pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, knees strong. You're going to take yourself back. Again, if you can see in the mirror, make sure your chest is not out or your hips are not out. Nice straight line, shoulders back. Go as far as your knees allow. Come back, breath in, breath out. Back you go. Pelvic floor lifted, abs strong. Keeping that straight line. Right, this one's your last one. You're going to go back as far as you can and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up, come down to child's pose. Stretch it out. And bring yourself up. Now, to stretch that quad, bring it foot forward. Now you're stretching through the back leg. So the further back the knee is, the more stretch you get. Now I don't want you leaning forward. You bring yourself back. So hands on knee and sink into your hip. Now keep both hips square. So pull the hip creases back. Don't let that front knee in. Drop your shoulders down. So feel the stretch through that back thigh as well as the hip. Right, bring yourself back. You're going to go to your knees. You're going to bring the other foot forward. Make sure the toes are in front of the knee. And then whatever works for your hip as to how far back that knee is. Shoulders are back, so use the hand on the knee to press yourself back and then sink. Keep the hips square, pull the hip creases back. And then coming back, come on round to seated. We're going to go down to the mat to work our abs. So grab your ball. If you need to hold behind your knees to get down, then do that. Otherwise, ball here, shoulders down, toes down. Turn your sit bones towards your ankles. Get that little stretch through the lower back. Come tall. Do it again. Little curl. Now tuck your chin and keeping your toes planted, knees parallel, take yourself down. Nice and slow. You're letting each vertebra touch down. You're not just dropping your shoulders. Ball overhead, toes away. Full body stretch. And release. Right, engage your core, bring your knees towards you, put the ball between the knees. Feet down, fingers behind the ears, thumbs down the neck. So give your neck a bit of a massage while you're there. Then relax the thumbs into the neck while the fingers are behind your head. We're going to work our abs, so concentrate on your abs as you do the work. So feet can be down for level 1. Engage your core level 2 and bring your legs to tabletop. Flex both feet. Level 3, feet are up, heels pressing into the ceiling, toes to nose, but think about keeping your lower back pressed down, so tail towards the top of your mat. You're going to keep your fingers behind your ears and your elbows out. Take a breath in, breathing out. Now crunch yourself up. Nice and slow. So breath in at the bottom, breath out as you come up. Here, concentrating on our abs. Think about your ribs and your hips trying to meet. Your pelvic floor is strong. The ball between the knees keeps the knees from coming together. Those elbows just out. Now hold yourself up with this one. Come a little higher. Now I want you to pulse. So you're not going down. You go 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Head down, feet down. Relax your hands beside you. Palms are down. Right, we're going to work our lower abs this time. So we worked our upper abs. Now we work our lower. So level 1, toes are on the mat, heels are up. Level 2, you're in box position. Level 3, you've got straight legs. So the idea is, so level 1, you just lift your knees, touch your toes down. Level 2, same thing, but the toes go a little further. Level 3, you keep your legs long. Right, we are working our lower abs. So keeping the lower back on the mat. Don't arch through your back. If you're arching, go to the level below. Those that can for level 4, lift your tail when you come up. Now it's not a roll, it's a lift. You're working your lower abs. Breath in at the top. Breath out as you come back. If you need to, press your palms into the mat rather than strain through your shoulders and neck. Nice and slow at your level. Feel your lower abs as you press in your lower back down into the mat. You got 1 more. And feet go down. Right, we're going to work our obliques this time with ab rolls. So arms go out from shoulders, palms up. Level 1, those toes back on the mat, heels up. Level 2, box position. Level 3, 1 bent, 1 straight. Level 4, both straight. Flexing your feet. Now, as you go over to one side, lift your top hip so your knees stay parallel. Take a breath at the bottom. Breath out. You're up. Over to the other side. So you go with your breath, nice and slow. You'll know which level, keep it going. You'll know which level to be at. If your shoulder blades lift, go to the level below. It's better to do it quality than strain and do it wrong. So lifting that top hip. Right, everybody to the top. At your level, go to one side and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breath in, engage your core. Up, over to the other side. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back. Take your ball away and hug your knees in. As tight as you can as you press your tail towards the top of the mat. Do a little circle on your lower back. Circle the other way. Rock side to side. Cross your ankles, roll up. Right, we're going to do shoulder bridge here. So your level, nothing between the knees. Ball between the knees. Band above the knees. Now if you've got the band above the knees, have resistance. Make sure your knees stay hip width apart. Don't let them roll in. Toes are planted. Hands are here, shoulders are down. Turn your sit bones towards your ankles. Tuck your chin slowly down. Nice and slow, in control. Core strong. When you get to the bottom, relax your shoulders and arms to the mat. Engage your core, bring your knees, your heels towards your butt. So you may be able to feel the back of the heel with the longest fingers. Heels hip width apart now. Remember, if you've got that band, keep resistance so the knees don't roll in. Drop your chin onto your shoulder. Just get a stretch through the side of your neck. Chin up over the ceiling to the other shoulder. Chin is up. Let's do some pelvic tilts. We're waking up our lower back. So take a breath in. Breathing out, tilt your pelvis, tummy button to spine. Now press that lower back as firmly as you can into the mat. And release. Breath in, breath out, tilt and press. Pull that pelvic floor up nice and strong. Breath in, breath out, tilt and press. Shoulders and jaw relaxed. Couple more with your breath. Last one. Right, remember shoulder bridge. We're working our glutes, so you shouldn't feel anything in your lower back, no cramping through the back of the legs. If you are, think about those butt muscles, engage them nice and strong. Take a breath in. Breathing out, tilt the pelvis, tummy button to spine, pressing through all 4 sides of your feet. Slowly peel your spine up. You're in control, letting each vertebrae lift one after the other. When you get to the top, drop your chin towards your chest. You want to feel your neck nice and long on the mat. You're pressing through all 4 sides of your feet. Don't let your heels go to one side. Keep both sides of the heels down. You're a straight line. Shoulders, hips, knees in line. Squeezing through your butt. Quads are strong. Turn your sit bones to the underside of your knees. So you're tilting your hips a little. Now take your knees towards your toes. And you feel those hip and thighs just get a little longer. Take a breath in. We're going to come down slowly, go up slowly. Don't let your tail touch. Layer 1, feet on the mat. Layer 2, onto the balls of the feet, still keeping that tail to the underside of the knees, knees to toes. Layer 3, put support through that foot, through the hip, lift the leg. Take a breath in, everyone, and you're down in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breath in at the bottom, and you're strong through your butt. Breath in at the top, and you're down with your breath. Breath in at the bottom, and strong. If you've got a foot up, put it down. Put support into the other hip. Lift the other leg. Take a breath in, and peel your spine down. Breath in at the bottom, and you're up. One more. If you've got a foot up, put it down. Right, you're a nice straight line, pressing through the feet, tail to the underside of the knees, knees to toes, hands to balance. Palms facing, fingertips to ceiling. Drop your shoulders down, keep your chin towards your chest. Don't let the hips drop. Take a breath. Breathing out, down you come again. Breath in at the bottom, strong as you come up. Breath in at the top. And down. With this one, hold it up. Arms going overhead and relaxing to the mat. Unless this is uncomfortable for your shoulders, then arms down beside you. Right, this is our slow one. So take the deepest breath you can. And come down on my count. 10, 9, 8. You're letting each vertebra touch down one after the other. Tilt your pelvis when you get to the small of the back. Your tail touches, back relaxes, arms come over. Engage your core before you bring your knees towards you to take your ball or band away. Now hug your knees in as tight as you can as you press your tail towards the top of the mat. Leave your shoulders down on the mat. Flex and point your toes. Right, let's do stirrup. So one foot goes down. You hug the other knee in towards your armpit. Then the sole of the foot goes towards the ceiling. Your hands go behind your knee and you're pressing your knee down. Now, if you can reach the same hand, same foot inside of the foot, do that. Take a breath, breathing out. Now, press that knee towards the mat, but keep your tail pressed down. So stretching through that hip. Now we strengthen. You take a breath, breathing out, push the foot into the palm. Breath in, you release. Breath out, you push. Breath in, release, and see how you can get that, how close you can get that knee to the mat. Right, put it down, we're on the other side. Hug the other knee in. Take it towards the armpit, sole of the foot towards the ceiling. Hand behind the knee, or same hand, same foot inside of the foot. And press it down, keeping your tail down, shoulders down. Don't tense through your shoulders and neck. We strengthen, take a breath. Breathing out, push that foot into the palm, or the knee into the palm, and release. And again. Release and get your stretch. Foot comes down. Right, hug both knees in this time. Now we're happy babies, so separate the knees. Soles of the feet towards the ceiling, pressing behind the knees, or hands on the outside of your feet this time. Take a breath, breathing out. Knees coming towards the mat, tail pressed down. Feel the stretch through the hips, through the butt, but don't tense through your shoulders and neck. Each time you breathe out, knees just get a little closer to that mat. Right, bringing the feet down, knees still bent, feet go on the outside of your mat. Arms go out from shoulders, palms up. One knee stays up, drop your other one into the middle. Feel that stretch through the outside of your hip. Knee comes up, drop your other one into the middle. Knee comes up. Drop both knees to one side, keeping your shoulder blades glued to the mat. Turn your head away from your knees. If you want an extra stretch, ankle comes on the outside of that knee, pressing the knee down, feeling the stretch through the outside of the hip into the lower back. Keep your shoulders down on the mat. Release that ankle if you've got it there. Take a breath. Engage your core. Be in control as you slowly bring your knees over, turning your head away and getting that extra stretch if you want it. Ankle on the outside of the knee. Deep breaths as you stretch. Release the ankle. Knees come up. Hug your knees in. Again, do that little circle on your lower back. Circle the other way. Rock side to side. Right, massage your spine, whatever feels good. And then I want you to put your big toes together. Hug your knees in. Separate your knees as far as you can. Push them away. Bring them back together. Hug them in, then go the opposite way. So think about the ball of the hip working in the socket. Trying to get as much of a circle as you can. One more. Right, now we're going to do spinal rolls. So hands on shins, thighs into ribs, chin into chest. Take a breath, breathing out, roll yourself up. Now get your balance. Bringing your legs as close as you can, dropping your shoulders down from your ears. tuck your chin. You are not to let your neck touch the mat. So that chin tucked as much as you can. Belly button to spine, pelvic floor strong. Take a breath. Breathing out, roll through your spine. Bring yourself up. Balance. And again. Right, those that want to, it's through to seal. Just that little bit harder. So the soles of the feet are together and you drop your knees open. Your hands are on the outside of your ankles. Right, drop your chin and back you go. Not so easy to use momentum with this one. Last one, everybody up. Right, into boat. Knees and ankles together. You can have straight legs, shoulders down, core strong. Release. 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab. Inside. Got the heels. Up. And those that want to can release. Push the heels away. Drop the shoulders down. Core strong. Heels come together. Lengthen. Sitting nice and tall, flexing the feet. Imagine you've got a beach ball on your lap. So you take your arms up. You go up and over the beach ball. And you stretch your fingers towards your toes. So flex the foot, feel the stretch through the back of the legs, and then hinging from your hips, stretch those fingers. Feel that stretch through your lower back. And then grab where you can, dropping your hands behind your knees, your shins, your feet. Take a breath, breathing out. See how close you can get your ribs to your thighs, nose to knees. Stretching through the back of the legs, through the back. Bringing yourself up. Come on round to seated, however you can sit tall. So some of you may want to put that little cushion under your tail just to lift your tail. You don't want to be slumping. You want to be nice and tall. Shoulders go up, back and down. Crown of the head lifts. Pelvic floor lifts. Now drop your chin into your chest. Squashing the chin down as you lift the back of the neck up towards the ceiling. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Feel that stretch through the back of the neck. Take a breath. Breathing out. Trace a line with your chin up towards the ceiling. Stopping when you feel that stretch through the back of the neck. You don't want to crunch your neck back. With the breath. Breath in. Breath out. Drop the chin down. Breath in. And lift the chin up. Come back to the middle, open your eyes, take your chin over your shoulder. Now if you're looking in the mirror, is your spine nice and straight, shoulders square to the front, pelvic floor lifted. Feel the stretch through the side of the neck. Take a breath, breathing out, chin across the horizon, looks over that other shoulder. Remember that pelvic floor is strong. Let's go with our breath. Breath in, breath out across the horizon. Breath in and back. Bring it back to the middle and you're going to let your ear relax to shoulder. Opposite palm, flexing the hand, pressing it down, feeling the stretch through the side of your neck. Now working with your neck here, drop your chin down towards the mat. Chin's going up towards the ceiling. With your breath, breath in, breath out, dropping the chin down. Breath in and lifting the chin up. Back to the middle, up. We're on the other side. Let gravity take that ear down. Don't force it. Flexing the opposite palm, pressing it down towards the mat, feeling the stretch through the side of your neck. Now dropping the chin towards the mat. Lifting it up towards the ceiling. With your breath. Breath in, breath out. Drop it down. Breath in, breath out as you lift it up. Back to the middle, up. Right, half circles, full circles. Work with your neck. Squash through the middle. Go tall at the top. Breath in at the bottom. Breath out as you go round. Nice and tall on your sit bones. Belly button to spine. Pelvic floor lifted. One more. And bring it back to the front. Take a breath in and I want you to stretch as tall as you can through your fingers. And then soft shoulders, softer elbows down. And again, feel it right through your back. And down. Last one. Go tall. Press palms together and bring them down. Now drop your shoulders down your back. Bring your chin to your chest. Palms to belly. Elbows out. Press. And release. And well done. Go off and enjoy your Sunday. Gorgeous day. You might want to find an aircon somewhere. And lots of water. So easy to get dehydrated these days. So make sure you're having plenty of water, getting up off the mat without using your hands. And if you're in the studio, if you didn't sign in, please sign out. If you're at home, just let me know you're there. We'll see you back. No classes tomorrow. See you back on Tuesday, or Chrissy will be back.